What's up guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make this distressed thin blue line flag. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so first up I'll be starting out with 5 8-foot 1x2s and I'll be cutting 6 pieces at 37 inches. And then after we got those cut, we're going to cut 7 pieces at 22 1/4. Next up I got an 8-foot 1x3 and we're going to cut 4 pieces at 18 1/2 and 2 pieces at 4 inches. Next up I got a piece of 1x12, so we're only going to need 14 3/4 inches of this, so you can buy as big of a piece as you want and use it for as many as you can. Then once we got that cut to 14 3/4, we're going to rip it to 10 1/2 inches. Alright, so next up I got my angle grinder with a 40 grit flap disc on it, and this is what I'll be using to put the distressed edges on. So as you can see, I just kind of stagger it back and forth along the edge, and then that is what gives it that distressed look. Next up I'll be taking my orbital sander with some 220 grit sandpaper, and I'll just be going over all the faces. From there we're going to do the torching, so I just got a Bernzomatic propane torch, and for the dark stripes I'll just be burning them until they are black. And then for the lighter stripes I'll just be burning just around the edges, kind of leaving the middle of the board light. But obviously with the white stripes you can do any kind of burn pattern you'd like to if you'd like to burn them darker. Next up I'm going to get my blue stripe stained, so I just got this royal blue spirit stain. You can buy this stuff on Amazon, I can link it in the description. And I'll just be applying this with a rag, and I'll be doing 2 coats, but you got to make sure that you wait 10 minutes between coats just to let it dry. From there we're going to move on to the stars, so I just got my stencil, I can also link that in the description. Then I'll just go ahead and tape my stencil to my union piece of wood. And then to carve them, I'll be using a Dremel 3000 with a 565 multi-purpose attachment, and then I'll set my bit, as you can see, so that it's just slightly below the bottom edge of that attachment. And then I'll just run it lightly along the edges of the stencil, and then I'll just use that as a guide to cut out the stars. And if you're noticing that it's like too hard, you might have to adjust the depth of it a little bit, but pretty much I try to get it so that the ball of the carving tip is just slightly below that router attachment. So in order to get this thing put together, first up we're going to mark 1 inches and 13 1/2 inches from either side and from the top and the bottom, and then we'll use those as guides for our backer pieces. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue up the backer pieces and also glue up the back of the flag. And then for my nailer, I got an 18 gauge brad nailer. I'll be using 1 1/4 nails, and I'll just put 2 nails per board, and then I'll just stagger some nails up into that union piece. And we'll, like I said, we'll line those backers up on the inside of those marks that we made. And then the 4-inch pieces, I'm just gonna line them up on either side in the top corner, and I'll just do those 3 inches from the top of the flag. And then while we got it flipped over, I'm just gonna center my hangers on the back. I just have large sawtooth hangers, but you can use any picture style hanger you'd like to. Then we can go ahead and get it flipped over. And to seal it, I'll just be using some 2X Ultra Cover matte clear sealer, but you can use any sealer you would like to. And that is it. I think the matte sealer actually gives it a really cool finish. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd love to hear any video recommendations. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. That would help me out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day.